I'm Colton.
I'm Foster.
And we're from Bitterroot, and you're watching the Portland Pick.
What I do not know.
All right, Portland, I'm hanging out with Colton and Foster from Bitterroot. I read about you guys a little bit. You're from northeastern Oregon, but somehow ended up in Portland, and then now you're back in northeastern Oregon. Can you give me a little bit of history of how you got to Portland and how this band came to fruition?
Okay, I'll try to keep it brief as the whole history, but...
Well, yeah.
But
we don't want to be here for an hour.
But yeah, I was born and raised in northeastern Oregon, in a really small town called Union.
Okay.
Graduated there, went to LA, was down there to music school for a year, went to Kansas City, played in bands out there for a year. Okay. And finally got sick of the flat land. I was like, I gotta get back to Oregon, it's the mountains and stuff. Yeah. Anyway, got back home, northeastern Oregon, and I was like, man, I gotta start a band, I should go to Portland. Foster was living in Portland at that time. Okay. Hey, my cousin's in Portland, he plays music.
Okay, he's your cousin.
Yeah,
okay.
Dads are twins too, by the way.
Oh, wow.
So anyway, called Foster, came over to Portland, that was 2009. Okay. It's been almost 4 years since
time flies, right?
So yeah.
Now, what got you into music in the first place when you were growing up? And you two, you know what I mean? Like, what's the driving force here?
Well, our dads, I'd say. Yeah. Both our dads played music, and they're twins. Our dads are twins, like we said. So his dad had a band, my dad played a little bit, and my dad bought me a guitar one year and said, here you go. I think I was 15. Yeah. It was probably like the same for you, right?
Yeah, I was 15 when I started playing guitar. It was the first musical thing I ever did, and but yeah, my dad never ever once put a guitar in my hands or anything like that, and he just let me discover it on my own. And I never wanted to play guitar because it's like, oh, the old man plays guitar. I don't want to be like my old man. And so I picked up the bass. That was fun for a while, but I didn't know anything about it. So I played guitar and learned from my dad.
There you go. How would you guys describe your sound? I mean, you guys have a folky bluegrass type of sound, but how would you guys describe it?
It's really hard. One person told me once that they thought it sounded like eclectic, high-energy music, and that's kind of stuck in my head. But it's really hard. It's folk, it's soul, it's reggae, it's blues, it's rock, and
I love bluegrass.
Yeah, so just all those. We just like jam, and we play whatever we feel like playing in the moment.
Feel good jams. Let's talk about your recorded music. What do you have out there for your fans to listen to when they're not at your shows?
Yeah, we have one EP out, which is a 5-song disc that me and him and a couple other rhythm section people that we don't play with anymore did about 3 years ago. And tonight is the CD release of our first full-length album. So,
so you have an album out now. Today. Where can people find it online?
On Reverb Nation, and we're gonna get it on CD Baby. Okay. And SoundCloud. I mean, we're just gonna plaster the internet with it pretty soon. So
get it everywhere. All right. What's the plan for Bitterroot now that you have an album out? Are you gonna do any bigger shows, tours? What's next for you guys?
Next, well, we this next is to really just to do more tours. We got we do a Northwest loop through Montana, Idaho, Washington, and Utah. With Corey Quinn. Yeah. And
love that guy.
Yeah, he's all right.
I see him everywhere. I swear, he's always playing music. I love people that always play music all the time.
Yeah, he does, man. He works the scene hard, and but yeah, I've learned a lot about just like the business end of music as well as just touring and whatnot. But ideally, the next step is to have somebody help manage us, and it's getting to the point where we don't have time for it, and we really are getting too big for our britches.
Which is good.
Which is
it's
good.
A good problem to have. Last thing I want to ask is, where can we find you guys online?
Facebook, search Bitterroot Portland, and Reverb Nation, Bitterroot.
Cool. Once again, this is Colton and Foster from Bitterroot. We got 5 members in the band, so there's just 2. If you want to find more info about them, just search them, Facebook, Google them, Bitterroot Portland.